To say, hey guys, it's Klaus. Welcome to Klaus Picks, and today we have Az in his T30 Tier 9 American TD. Have you seen any good games lately?
This is a prime example of a totally useless, pathetic, stupid team. It happens. Enjoy.
So AZ, Klaus is going to call you AZ, is moving up in his T30. Little slow off the mark because he looked like he was AFK for the first minute or so. But Klaus picks up this replay with the action already started. And one of his teammates is running away. He's just getting to the action and his teammate is running away like a pussy. He doesn't know that the T30 is coming to help out. Looks like all the enemies came this way. And AZ is going to move up and try and take a shot with his big American gun. And does he get a shot? Not yet. So he's done pretty much nothing, but just like Klaus mentioned, this enemy team is filled with complete, utter, useless stupids. And look at this T20, little medium tank with no armor, or is it a light tank, whatever. What the hell is he even doing there? It's just in the way. So AZ has to get a different angle here. Oh, his viewport is damaged. Ooh, that's dangerous. What's he gonna do? He's gonna move in here and try and take a shot. Come on. Come on, AZ. He's gonna support the FV. Finally. Enemy armor is hit. His buddy up there, the FV, is calling help, and AZ took a shot. He's trying to stay protected from artillery now. And that stupid T20 is just in the way there. He wants to get hulled down in that spot. What the hell is this T20? So it's not just the enemy team that's filled with stupids. It's the teammates too. Just get out of the way, for Christ's sakes. You stupid little tank, go somewhere and spot. What the hell are you doing in the best hull down spot in the game with your stupid tank with no armor? Get out of the way. Let the big boy get hulled down. What are you doing? But AZ is he's not pushing him out of the way. He say, well, you know, if you want the good spot, if you want to plink away with your 200 alpha gun, then go ahead. When you die, then maybe the big boy will move in here. Oh, look, he's finally gotten out of the way. Finally! Let the big guy in here so he can use his bigger gun. Okay, now let's see how things work out. There you go. Yeah, this gun does a little bit more damage. Finally, the T20 is protecting the rear flank like he should be. And AZ's almost reloaded here. Now look at these enemies. What are they doing? They're just gonna take their turns, one by one, poking around. Because they have, you know, they're like, what the hell are they? I don't know. What are they doing? What are they doing? There's one. Goodbye. They're knocked out. The other two are behind the rock here. They're just poking up there. They see the big T30. They must see him. They're within 50 meters, so he's proxy spotted. They must know he's here. But they are content to just ignore him and let the guy with the biggest gun on the team just poke around and shoot them, because they have skill. And they've played 25,000 games to get up to Tier 9. So they know what they're doing. This guy, he's using the rock. He's using the rock as cover. And he's poking over. Look at that. But AZ is going to shoot this guy first. And what is this guy right here doing? Look at him up there. He's poking around. No, he's looking, he's poking. He's gonna back up, go forward, stay behind the rock, has really no idea what to do. He's not gonna take a shot. AZ is moving up behind the rock here. He's got some, maybe he'll do a trade. Let's trade, okay. You take a shot, and AZ will take a shot. Well, that was fair. 300 for 750. Pretty good. Now, if you let AZ reload, you can trade again. That's probably a good idea. So let's wait the full 19 seconds or so, and now we can try that again. Let's trade again. Okay, you shoot, and AZ will shoot. Well, Claus is not letting you down. There are a troop of useless stupids, seemingly on both sides, but this video is not about the useless stupids, it's about AZ. And now he is losing. There are 5 enemies left. There are 3, including him, teammates. Okay, so what is he going to do? He's going to move back to base. Claus said in one video, you cannot help your team lose if you go back to base. If you do not go back to base in the middle of the game, you know, when your flank is done, if you do not go back to base, if you just drive to the enemy cap or anywhere else, you may or may not help your team lose. But if you go back to base, you definitely will not help your team lose. You may help your team win. That's the only good advice Claus can give you in this game. Is when you finish fighting on your flank, if you win, go back to base. Okay, you got it? If you go back to base like AZ did here, no, he started going back to base as soon as he won his flank. And now finally, he's gotten back to base. And his team has almost lost the game. And what's going to happen? He's made it back to base. And look, there's enemies that are coming to his base because the enemy team thinks they're winning. And that's what most players do when they think they're winning. When they think they're winning, they go to your base. So if you go back to base, probably, most of the time, unless they're AFK, you're going to encounter some enemies. And oh, what is going on now? Now he's by himself versus 4. And he's gone back to base. He's got cover behind these rocks at the base, and he can defend. If he was anywhere else, he'd probably be shit out of luck now because the enemies could move into the base and get cover behind these rocks. But now he is behind the rocks. And let's see if this enemy team is made up of 4 useless, pathetic stupids that come at him one at a time. So the first guy came, and now will the second guy poke out by himself and not wait for anyone else to come with him? Will he poke? Yes. Yes. Of course. Of course he will. Why wouldn't he? There were 4 versus 1. Why not go one at a time? You know why? Because this is World of Tanks, and that's just the way it happens. And then the other one goes through the cap, so that AZ knows exactly where he is. That was good strategy too, right? Hey, I'm sneaking up behind you, but I'm just gonna go through this big white circle so that a big freaking siren will start playing through your PC speakers. There will be a big red line on your screen, and you will know exactly where I am. And then I will try and surprise you. Once the siren starts blowing and the counter starts on your screen, that big noise, the big siren, I will continue to try and sneak up behind you because, you know, the element of surprise always works. So what's he gonna do now? What's he gonna do? He's gonna find the last scumbag, and there he is. The scumbag's not shooting, he's moving. He wasn't shooting when his teammates were spotting. He was driving. Because P stands for propelled, and he was propelling himself. And AZ is going to peek around and cap off this game with 11, count them, 11 kills. So, Pool's Medal, Ace Tanker, Top Gun, and High Caliber for AZ. Over 5,000 damage, 11 kills. And he made a profit. Wow. So thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. And what do you think? Was it AZ skill? Or was it the huge collection of pathetic super stupids he was blessed to play against? The age-old question. You know what? AZ played that pretty good. But it's probably a little bit of both, don't you think? You need a little bit of both to have an epic game. Thank you all for watching.